So this is a video of Dave Portnoy, man, crashing out. He eats pizza and does pizza reviews, I guess, popular. Somebody was riding by and yelled like F the Jews or something. Hold on, it's getting too bright. But yeah, and he got mad, and now he's discussing with his people he work with. They're basically asking like, so comedians can't make jokes about Jewish people. And he's like, no, not at a time like this. This is how this exchange played out. Dave Portnoy, I think he crashed out. He a little too sensitive about this.
I think right now you probably
nothing
don't do it.
Nothing. Silence everything.
What do you?
Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it. Because Dave, that's how the world works.
Kirk,
I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question. Not
Answer
mine.
it.
How many deaths?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer. What's your
how
answer?
in America, American
what's your
citizens?
answer? What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Okay, we're there. Now. So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or no.
So maybe I think he's talking about Jew deaths and Jew violence. Like, think about how much people talk bad about, have jokes about black people, white people, Mexican people, and how much of them is dying. But you specifically focused on Jews. Like, you can't tell no Jewish jokes. It's just you should not be able to. Anti-Semitism.
No, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should have fucking kicked those people out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about.
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like, those guys.
You are defending this guy Mick for what he said right after that happened. He's not anti-Semitic.
I'm not defending him. No,
if your brain goes there,
I'm not defending him, Dave. What I'm saying is, you should have him on here or somebody else like that and fucking fight with them, because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Dave, these guys that wrote the thing at the bar, fuck the Jews.
So you won't bring him on your show to talk about whether or not it's appropriate for him to say Jewish jokes. And then you're going to just do a podcast about him on your show, without having him on there.
That's right.
Like,
yes.
You're going to fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking, he's not,
Kirk,
you can't come on
it was a bar I owned. It was a bar I owned.
They should have been kicked out. So, but my thing is,
no, it's not just kick out, Kirk. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. What, Dave? What do you want to do to those guys? What do you want to do?
It's related?
What do you want to do with those guys at the bar? Put them in jail for 50 years?
Kirk,
fine. I don't care.
I didn't
they're
say
assholes.
that. You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid is anti-Semitic, shut up. If you just want me to ignore it,
don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
Shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man. Don't tell. I'll tell you work for me.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
You little bitch. You work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now.
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't care.
Is this show or not a show?
Damn,
like, is it a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now.
Yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you stop?
That I don't think...
How many Jews have to be killed before you stop making Jew jokes? Like, bro. So I wonder if Jay Portnoy, if you would say, are Palestine jokes cool? Are black jokes cool? Are Asian jokes cool? Indian jokes cool? But because he's saying Jews are dying, like, I don't see Jews just being targeted. I don't see it. Yes, they might get talked about, called out for some things that they do. It's because, hey, they in a lot of positions of power. So anybody who's in a position, like if you had a job and you got managers and bosses, they're going to talk about y'all. They might have some jokes for you, but if the people who work in there are not happy or the customers aren't happy, they look at the people who have control over the thing. And a lot of Jewish people do have control over the media, over, just a lot of industries. I don't need to go to all the industries, but for this guy to be calling his coworker a bitch and talking about like, yo, it's crazy.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those psychopaths, I'm with you, they're scumbags, are the worst people on the earth. Should that...
You don't think it's all related?
But Dave, you're telling a comedian not to make a joke?
It's not a comedian.
I'm with you, but you said stop all jokes.
Jew jokes of that nature now.
We'll ban Jew jokes of that nature. We'll get the Constitution, we'll get Congress, and stop Jew jokes of that nature.
I'll go back to this.
Yeah.
When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
It shouldn't, because people play with Christianity. People play with a lot of the time, even the Catholics, they get jokes told about them. As far as them, they say they mess with little boy. Like, bro, it's a lot going on, bro. But you just don't want no Jew jokes. You can't be played with. Gotcha. You should go to jail for Jew. Oh my God, this is actually crazy. You know what's happening with the college campuses? You can't be over here on the visa and be criticizing Israel. That's crazy. Israel. You can say you can talk about niggas. You can talk about LGBT. You could talk about anything. But if you talk about Israel, the one that's just nuked Iran, about to drag us into World War III, you done.
I think freedom of speech I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews and there's no response.
Whoa, kill the Jews, bro. See how see that extreme he just went to it? He said freedom of speech. Freedom of speech ain't never killed nobody.
If someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No, but not saying, hey, go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
No. If somebody says, go kill Jews?
Yes.
No, that's different than telling. I thought we were talking about telling a joke. I thought we were talking about comedians.
They are all using semantics for anti-Semitism right now. And I can tell the difference because for 20 years...
Anti-Semitism is has an evolving definition, like the sun, it has a definition. It has a purpose. Not that we fully understand that on a universal scale, what the sun is, what it does. But for some reason, anti-Semitism over time, the definitions transform. I kind of guess it's like, back in the day, 20 years ago, they say, hey, you're brave. You got pride. You got courage. You be like, oh, he's a soldier. He's going to the army. He's brave. He has courage to go fight. You know what I mean? But now he got pride for his country. No. You say in 2025, you tell somebody they got pride, they got courage, and they're brave. You're going to think LGBTQ, transgender, something. You see what I'm saying? Like, now, that's how things change too. But I don't know.
Years of doing it, I've never mentioned it, Kirk.
No, and I said to you when this thing happened.
How can you not realize we're in a different time right now?
I completely realize, and I'm sensitive to the fact that you're sensitive, and I feel bad.
No, you're not. You don't get it.
That's not true. I am sensitive to it. What I'm saying is, it's a fine line. I think you would agree. I think you would agree. So maybe you don't. That when you start harnessing free speech and what can be said and what can't be said,
I'm not saying throw any of these people in jail. You want me to give this kid a pass?
No. If you want, no. What I would like you to do, in my mind, this is why I pitched it to the producers, and you disagreed, and you are the boss. Like I said to you yesterday, it's your dime. You own the company. I thought it would be interesting to have somebody on who you disagree with, who I think at the end you wouldn't disagree with that much, have a conversation, which is what I thought you were trying to.
Because that's what you need, understanding in situations like this. There's misunderstandings, miscommunications. You don't want to talk to him because you think that's what he wants, even though he's insulted you. You don't know what to do about it, but you could talk to the man himself and tell him about himself. And now he's also feeling bad that he called him a bitch in front of, live, like crashing out on your employees. Terrible boss, terrible boss, terrible owner. You should never get to that point to where that's why this dude, he probably getting paid $500 to sit there, and that's what he's going to do. Shut up and say yes to whatever he's talking about. Dave Portnoy, once you see, once you getting that money for basically doing, I think it was Barstool Sports, which nobody even watches no more, but I just think it's absolutely crazy that you can sit there and you work for me, you little bit. Like, that's crazy. Did he say for now? Because he's trying to save face, like, oh, for now. Whatever. 500,000, telling him how much he, like, bruh, this is the type of dude, bro. You as kids, you go to school, you wearing his clothes. Soon as he disagree with something, he be like, man, you wearing my clothes. You can take them off in front of the girls, in front of the, like, bro, fake right here.
Dude, hold on 1 second. Which I thought you were trying to do with bringing these guys to Auschwitz, trying to have a conversation. So you.
Dude said, F the Jews. And he said, I'm going to buy you a plane ticket to Auschwitz so you can go see it for yourself. Like, come on, man, knock it off, bro. Y'all got to stop with all this. I remember they tried to give Kyrie a list of things that Kyrie had to do. I think Kyrie said, I'm not doing none of that, man. Like, y'all don't do that for black folk. Y'all don't do that for slavery. You got to go to the point of no return. You got to go to out. You talk bad about. Y'all don't do that when people say nigga. Y'all don't do that when, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, y'all don't do all that. But it's just crazy to me, man. It's something that must be looked at, something that must be considered, because it's so obvious, and we got to discuss it. I got to get some tea. But yeah. Rough Fellas TV. Let me know what y'all think about that. Crash out mode.